Hello coin collectors out there, welcome back to the Big D Coins channel. In today's video we are going to get into one of my favorite double die obverses. It has to do with the 1997 Lincoln penny, and it's known as the double ear. So there's some doubling on Lincoln's ear, which actually makes a double ear located between the hairline and the neck. So I've got my magnifying glass. Hopefully we can get a better look at it. We'll also talk about these pennies down here. So 1997 was actually a design change. We went from this design right here to this design right here for the United Kingdom pennies. So that will be exciting for the foreign coin showcase at the end of the video. So stick around for the end of the video if you want to learn about the foreign coins, the 1997 United Kingdom penny. So I've got two of them right here. The actual error is associated with the Philadelphia Mint, which won't have a mint mark on it. This one right here has the D on it for the Denver Mint, but it's definitely worth checking as well. So as far as the mintages go for 1997, that's an important thing to consider. There are 4.6 billion that were made at the Philadelphia Mint and 4.5 billion that were made at the Denver Mint. So for this era of Lincoln pennies, very, very high mintages. In fact, they continued to go up after that. In 2000, we get up until the 8 billion made. So there were a lot of these pennies that were being produced, and some of them had some very cool errors to it. So let's give it a shot with the magnifying glass. Sometimes it hurts, sometimes it helps. It looks like we've got a little bit of a magnification here. So a double die obverse is when the die strikes the planchet of the coin twice, and sometimes that's because of it doesn't get a clean strike and then they strike it again. Sometimes the strike bounces a little bit, but there are many different reasons and many different types of double dies. Most of them are found around the dates and the lettering. So if you've got always look for the date. That's the most common area that you can find a double die on the obverse, as well as look at Liberty, In God We Trust. Those are the most common areas. But this one right here actually involves the double ear. So what you're going to look for, I'm going to put down the magnifying glass so I can get out the cherry picker's guide. So there's doubling on the ear, gives an appearance of a second earlobe. This coin was first reported by Larry Philbrick and is a neat variety. And the Cherry Picker's Guide has a mint state 65 value of this variety at $300. So it's definitely a very valuable coin. And PCGS also has some documented examples of this. In fact, they've graded over 250 of these at the double ear reverse designation. The highest one they've graded is a mint state 68. Any mint state 68 coin is going to be worth a ton of money, but if it has that double die obverse to it, it could be worth even more. So they have a price guide of $4,500 for that one that they've graded at mint state 68. They've also graded 3 at a mint state 67 with a price guide of $800. The most common grade that they've given out for this coin is a mint state 65, in which they've graded 214 of them with a price guide of $200. However, none have sold since 2010 at above $200. The most recent auction sales for a mint state 65 with a double ear designation are $132 that occurred at a November 2017 Heritage auction. Now, as you can imagine, mine doesn't happen to have the double ear obverse. A USB microscope could show even better detail, but you would want to see an extra earlobe right down here. Let's take a look at the 1997 Denver Mint. See if we have any better luck with this one. Now the earlobe on these definitely looks to be a little bit kind of more prominent than what I remember seeing. So you can see it definitely sticks out a lot right there, but that's not the error that we're looking for. Looks like that is actually a part of the design. We've got a nice detail with Abraham Lincoln's hair, and the ear is sticking out quite a lot. So that's what we're looking for the 1997 double ear Lincoln penny. Now it's a modern coin, so there are a lot of 1997s that you'll come across. My advice for finding the double ear obverse is not to really dwell too much while you're coin roll hunting on 1997 pennies, but set aside all of the pennies that you've got in great condition. And then you can go back and check your pennies that are in great condition and see if any of those happen to have errors on them. That way you really decrease the amount that you have to go under, look at a fine-tooth comb kind of with a microscope or with a magnifying glass like you see right here. All right, now let's switch it up and go into the foreign coin showcase. So 1997 was the theme that I was going for, 1997 1 pennies. So I've got a 1997 on the right and a 1999 United Kingdom penny on the left. Let's start with the one on the right. So the one on the right is the older of the two. It was made from 1992 until 1997. This one on the right features the third crown portrait of Her Majesty Queen Elizabeth II. The one on the left features the fourth crown portrait. As far as the mintages go for 1997, as with most United Kingdom pennies, very high mintage. 396 million of these were made in 1997. The reverse of the coins will look very similar, so let's flip it over and see what we see. And it looks like it's exactly the same. So on the reverse, we see a crowned Portullius with chains, which is an adaptation of the badge of Henry VII, which is the badge of the Palace of Westminster. We also see the face value. We see the number of it, 1 right there, and then 1 penny going around the top. Now, as far as the mintages for the one we've got right here on the left, in what year is this? 1999, there were 891 million. Now, that wasn't the highest year. The highest year was the next year, in which there were over 1 billion of them were made in the year 2000. So in the year 2000, for the United Kingdom 1 penny coin, there were 1,060 million of these that were made in the year 2000. All right, everyone, that's all I've got for today. This was kind of just a fun educational video to make you aware of the 1997 double ear Lincoln penny. If you enjoyed this video, please do subscribe to the channel. I've got lots of other videos coming up as well. Thank you very much, everyone, and best of luck coin collecting out there. Enjoy!